All of you. My name is Ritik Harwal and I am going to give a presentation on a topic from analog communication. So let's get started. What we are going to cover in this session. First we will discuss about communication cycle and then we will discuss about its various elements which are information source, input transducer, transmitter, the noise, channels, and then we will discuss about the types of channels which are point-to-point channels and broadcast channels. You can say multi-point channels also. So as you can see on the screen, there is a communication cycle and in which message source, input transducer, transmitter, channel, receiver, output transducer, message destination are the various elements of communication cycle. So you can see the flow of message from message source to the message destination in a cycle. So what is the purpose of communication system? The purpose is to transmit an information-bearing signal from a source located at one point to a user or destination located at another point some distance away. Now we will discuss about the various elements of analog communication system one by one. The very first element is the information or input signal. So we know that communication system serves to communicate information or message, and that information or message originates in the information source. That message can take the form of data information or speech, or it can take the form of voice signals or codes, etc. etc. So it can take any form. At last, I would like to say that the function of information or input signal is to produce the required or desired messages which has to be transmitted. So that's all about information or input signal. Now we'll discuss about input transducer. What is the input transducer? So input transducer is a device which is used to convert the physical form of signal into its electrical form. The information originated in the information source may or may not be electrical in nature. In such case, when the information produced from the information source is not electrical in nature, the role of input transducer comes. Input transducer converts the physical form of that signal into the electrical form. So the information in the form of sound, picture or data signal cannot be transmitted as it is. We need to first convert the information in form of electrical signals. There is no such device created or discovered till now which can directly send the physical form of signal to the receiver. We need to first convert it into electrical form and then only we can transmit it to the receiving end. For example, in radio broadcasting, microphones are used to convert the information, which is a voice in that case, into electrical signals. Even the earphone which I am using to record my voice also have a chip of input transducer inside it, which is helping in the conversion of my voice signal into electrical signals. Another example of input transducer is television. So that's all about input transducer. Now coming to the next element, which is a transmitter. So transmitter, before telling you what is a transmitter is, let me give you an example. Suppose you are a backbencher in a school and you have a friend who used to sit at the front, and one day you wish to call him by saying his name Aman, but in a lesser frequency, and in between there is a lot of noise created in the classroom. Then there is a possibility that your friend will not catch your words due to the dilution of your voice signal in the presence of noise. But if you will try to speak loudly by raising your amplitude and frequency of your voice signal, then there is a higher probability that your friend will get everything what you said. Similar is the case here. In transmitter, we cannot send the lower frequency signals. If you will try to do that, then the uh, then the signal will get distorted or get vanished out after covering small distances. For covering long distances, we need to modulate the signals. Here the concept of modulation comes. Modulation is the process in which we superimpose the original signal upon the carrier signal and then we transmit it. The carrier signals are higher frequency signals. And another reason behind sending the higher frequency signal is that if you will try to send the lower frequency signal, then there is a higher probability of entrance of noise in the channel. So to minimize the effect of noise in a channel, we raise the frequencies of the signal by the process called modulation. So the function of transmitter is to process the electrical signals. The processing is done by amplification and modulation and restricting the range of audio frequencies. The processing of the electrical signal are done so that so that it will be easy for the transmission of the electrical signals through channel. Basic block in transmitter are amplifier, oscillator and mixer. Now coming to the next element, which is a channel. The communication channel is a medium used for transmission of electrical signal from one space to another. So a channel is a communication medium in which the message flows from transmitter to receiver. In other words, channel provides the physical connection between transmitter and receiver. The communication medium can be conducting wires, cables, optical fibers, or free space. Now we will discuss about the next element, which is a noise. A noise is created in a channel, and noise is an unwanted electrical signal which gets added to the transmitted signal when it is traveling towards the receiver. Due to the noise, quality of information gets degraded. Once added, the noise cannot be separated out from the information. So noise distorts the original form of the electrical signals and resulting in the distorted signals. Now coming to the next element, which is a receiver. So in a receiver there is a process called demodulation occurs. Receiver receives the transmitted signals and then converts those electrical signals into the original form. We know that in transmitter modulation happens, and modulation happens by superimposing the original signal upon the carrier signal. So at receiver, that carrier signal is removed and the original signal, which is still in electrical form, gets retracted. But it should be noted that the signal is still electrical in nature. And then comes the element called output transducer. Output transducer is a device which converts that electrical signal back into the original physical form of the signal. For example, loudspeaker. Loudspeaker is a device which is used to convert the electrical signal into voice signals. So we get the original signal at the last from output transducer. Another example of output transducer is data and image converter. So that's all about the elements of communication cycle. Now we'll discuss about the types of channels. Basically there are two types of channels, point-to-point channels and multi-point channels. You can say broadcast channels also. You can see all the differences between point-to-point communication and multi-point communication. In brief, I would like to give a difference between point-to-point communication and multi-point communication. In point-to-point communication, there is only single sender and single receiver, and the transfer of message is bidirectional in nature. By bidirectional, I mean that a sender can send the information to receiver and the reverse is possible, meaning that receiver can reply to it. But in case of multi-point communication, there is only one sender and there can be several receiving ends, and the flow of information is unidirectional. By unidirectional, I mean that sender can uh, transmit the message, but receiver can't reply to it. A very good example of it is television. We can get the information from television but can't reply to it. Another differences between point-to-point and multi-point communication are: in point-to-point communication, there is a dedicated link between two nodes, whereas in multi-point communication, the link is provided all times for the sharing the connection among nodes. In point-to-point communication, the entire capacity is reserved between these connected nodes, whereas in multi-point communication, the entire capacity is shared or dependent on the quick sharing. In point-to-point communication, there is one transmitter and one receiver, whereas in multi-point communication, there is one transmitter and many receivers. The last difference is in point-to-point communication, the smallest distance is the most important to reach the receiver, whereas in multi-point communication, the smallest distance is not important to reach the receiver. So that's all about the differences between point-to-point communication and multi-point communication. Now we will talk about line communication and radio communication. The line communication system uses the communication medium like simple wires or cables or optical fibers or telephone, cable TV. Line communication is nothing but point-to-point communication, whereas in radio communication, the radio communication uses the free space as their communication medium. The transmitter signal is in the form of EM waves. We all are familiar with EM waves. EM waves moves with the speed of light and they are transverse in nature. So the transmitter signals are in the form of EM waves. For example, mobile communication and satellite communication. So we talked about the line communication and radio communication. Now we'll see the point-to-point channel and multi-point channels. You can see mainframe acting as a sender and workstation acting as a receiver. There is only one sender and one receiver, and there is a link between them. Information can be sent in both the directions. Means the sender can send the information to workstation and reverse is possible. Whereas in multi-point channels, there is a single sender and there are several receiving ends. Node 1, node 2, node 3 are nothing but receiving ends, and there is a link which is connecting them. There is a unidirectional flow of information, means that sender can send the information but nodes can't reply to that. So that's all about point-to-point channel and multi-point channels. Thanks for watching my presentation. I hope you like it. Thank you.